Coach Mark Pope is a genius, flat out, very intelligent guy. The head coach of the Kentucky Wildcats. I tell you, he's showing why he is so smart as a person, as a coach, someone who's going to lead the Wildcats. You just look at who he brings around him. Smart people bring other smart people around you. Somebody that can help make you better. You look at anybody that's making big time money these days, and I promise you, they will help people around them who is pretty much just as smart as they are at the game of basketball. The recruiting coordinators that he has brought in with the new coaches of hiring of Alvin Brooks and Jason Hart is going to turn out to be such a genius move. And I'm gonna tell you why. Not going into too much of their background, or just kind of just briefly looking at them as coaches and what they did in the past. See, I did a show, but I don't think I really put that much emphasis on how big these guys really and how big of a role they're going to play to making sure that Kentucky gets back on top. Just for Brooks, just for Coach Brooks alone, VJ Edgecombe, Jacoby Walker, Keontae George, looking at Hart. Hart brought in Scott Henderson back in 23, number 3 draft pick. Dyson Daniels, number 8 draft pick in 2022. Also, Marshawn Baychamp, number 24 in the class of 2022. And it goes on. When you look at Hart, the people that he has coached has not went higher, has not went past number 47 in the draft. Come on, man. This is the coach. This is somebody who really knows what they're doing out there on the basketball court and out there on the recruiting trail. And for Mark Popes to go get these guys and bring it in, that says a lot about who Mark Popes is and what he and how much he understands the game of basketball and how much he needs to get guys out there who are out there who's hitting the trail hard. They just got hired. They just got introduced, and these guys are already out there trying to make a difference in what goes on at the University of Kentucky's basketball program. When I look at this as a fan, as a diehard fan, matter of fact, I'm a loyal fan. Always. I will always be a loyal fan. Boom, check out the Cats right there, baby. That's what we do here at Kentucky. We support our team. And when we get a young coach in, look, we got a young coach in Coach Pope. We got a young coach in Coach Hart. We got a young coach in in Coach Brooks. These guys, and right now I'm only really talking about the recruiting aspect of the ballgame. We know that he got Coach Kruger, who's going to be a straight offensive-minded person, and he knew he was going to bring him with when he came from BYU to Kentucky because of the mindset. Look, people, this is all about a mindset. This is about I cannot just bring people in here who's going to be yes guys. I cannot bring people in here who don't have an IQ like myself. He's got to bring people in there who's on his level or higher to help elevate and to help complement who he is as a basketball coach. I think after this weekend, the exciting recruitment part of the weekend of who all Kentucky has on campus, I feel like it's going to pay off just because we have coaches as such that's going to be in the locker room. We have coaches who can pick up the phone and make phone calls. We have coaches who can do FaceTime. We have coaches who can get on the plane and go see these recruits. See, look, I'm going to tell you right now, as good as probably Mark Pope is, and as good as Coach Calipari was, and as good as Hurley is, and as good as these other big time coaches, they cannot do this by themselves. They're just one person. This thing is too big for any one coach to do this by himself. So while we have not gotten the recruits that we probably wanted, probably while we don't have enough players on the team as it is, it's hard. It's hard. And I think Mark Pope's prioritizing, yeah, you got to go out and get somebody. You can't just sit back and not get nobody, but you got to go get your staff. You got to go bring your staff along, and you got to say, okay, this is the vision of what we're looking for right now. This is where we're going. This is what we're trying to build here at Kentucky. Are you on board? You on board? Come on and join my staff, and then let's go build. Let's go build from the inside out. People want to go and build from the outside in. You got to build from the inside out, and then you work out, and then you work up. It's middle, out, up. That's what we're doing. And the middle core of the Kentucky Wildcats, Mitch Barnhart says, I entrust Mark Pope to get this job done. Go do what you need to do and build from the middle, out, and up. That's what we're doing right now. So right now we're building the program up because we've already built it out to a firm foundation with the coaches that we have coming in as well. And I look forward. Like, this is exciting, and I know there's a lot of other stuff going on. You got the NFL drive. You got things going on. You got people doing this, people doing that. But I'm sorry, call me crazy, but people around America is thinking about what's going on at Kentucky basketball. What are they doing down there? We had other teams who basically had to bench teams completely cleared. We ain't hearing nothing out of this. We ain't hearing big time people talk about this. What we're hearing right now is we're hearing about what's Kentucky gonna do next because Kentucky is relevant. And that's people want Kentucky to be on top again because when Kentucky's on top again, college basketball is at its best. I get it. UConn's been winning the last couple of years. I get it. But when Kentucky is at its best, college basketball is at its best. It just is. And I think having these recruiters in here to go out and get the best players that they can. Look, we don't have to talk about Brooks. We can just talk about the experience that Hart has. The G League. They don't go out. The G League, Jason Hart doesn't go out and just get average players to play in the G League. Now, I know the G League didn't work. I mean, come on. You got 17, 18-year-old kids playing against playing against 34, 35-year-old men who's fighting for their careers. You can't expect these guys to go out and beat these guys. These are grown men they're playing. Jason Hart understands the value of going and getting the best players available. Not every single player, even great players, even really, really solid players out of high school, they still don't qualify according to his standards. According to Jason Hart's standards, they still don't qualify to go and play in the G League. So he understands what it means to go find the best of the best. Does that sound like somebody we know? Exactly, it sounds like somebody we know. So this is going to work. I'm excited. I'm pumped up. Kentucky basketball is doing what they're supposed to do, and they're going to get the best. Not the best, but they're going to get the guys who can come together and understand we want to win ball games. That's what's so critical. We've had the best over the past couple of years. And now we need people that's going to come in that wants to win ball games, that can close at the end. How do you do that? You have recruiters who already know, let's go get this guy. This guy has that quality to play at the University of Kentucky. Yeah, you probably got looked over when you left high school. You probably got looked over again. But I know who you are, young man. You can play at Kentucky. You can play at the highest level. Coach Pope, you my man, dude. Go do it. You nailed it with these picks right here. And we support you 100% all the way. We support your coaches. We're excited about what's getting ready to happen. And we're just looking forward to, hopefully at the end of the weekend, if not before, we're looking forward to getting some great news with some great additions to the Kentucky Wildcats. I'm trying my best not to get overly excited. I'm trying my best to just stay calm. I'm trying my best just not to get ahead of myself. But how can you not get ahead of yourself if you're a Kentucky fan? How can you not get ahead of yourself when you think things are about to just get big for Kentucky once again? How can you not be excited when we're about to go back to the top again? We're going. We're on our way, guys. I'm telling you. Special things are happening at Kentucky. I believe it 100% with all my heart, and I'm sitting back and I'm going to enjoy the ride because the Kentucky Wildcats are back again. Go Cats.